Savior. Monster. Guardian. Vigilante. The preservation of life. So often, the justification for taking it. Humans, elevating those that keep guard until they watch too close, and the so-called hero condoning the very act he would condemn. Transgressions of the past shape actions to come. As offspring turns into adversary, yesterday's loss leads to madness. And God becomes tyrant, becomes outcast, becomes dust, as factions dissolve and form, and lust for power enslaves all. Such folly and futility in the grand design. Curious how lines once clearly defined become blurred. Perhaps it is time for them to be redrawn.
Hey, what is up, guys? It is Slikk, or Slickmoff here, back again with another video, and indeed I have seen the Injustice 2, The Lines Are Redrawn trailer, and the lines indeed are being redrawn by Brainiac, and that is what we can sort of get out of this trailer. I will say this trailer is a little bit more cryptic than I was hoping, and what I mean by that is that, you know, tonally and thematically, it's very similar to the first trailer we got. It doesn't really tell us a whole lot about the story. We can definitely get some glimpses of Batman condoning the things that he would condemn, which is Harley Quinn beating people up with a baseball bat. He just watches, turns it off, he doesn't care. I think that he also is beating the shit out of his son, Damian Wayne Robin, which is an amazing thing that he's in the game. Damian Wayne is Robin, which is obviously a nod to the upcoming Damian Wayne Batman video game as well, that has been leaked extensively. Which really excites me about that Damian Wayne is going to be in the game as Robin. And we can see Daddy giving a whooping to his son there a little bit as well. You can also see, and by the way, it's a line in the trailer that gives away that it's Damian as Robin, but as I said, I would have liked a little bit more of a clear-cut layout of what the story's about. It definitely gives you some hints. We see Kara Zor-El and her cousin teaming up with one another to face off against Wonder Woman and Batman, which is a really cool thing in my personal opinion, and seeing the cousins stick together. Also, this trailer really portrays the idea of Kara Zor-El and Kal-El as tragic heroes. First of all, you see Kara and she looks at her planet exploding. Of course, Kal-El in the Injustice universe is a tragic hero not because his planet blew up, because he wasn't even, you know, cognizant of it. He was 0 years old, basically. But he is a tragic hero because of what happened. The Joker killed his wife and his soon-to-be son, you know, Jonathan, is dead in this universe because the Joker killed him. So he's a tragic hero for that. Kara Zor-El is a tragic hero for the very obvious reason that she was 12 years old and her entire world blew up, okay? And then she came to this new planet. She doesn't know. I mean, it's a very, as you can imagine, traumatic experience for her. We see also Bruce Wayne, Batman, as I said, who I think is going to be a little bit more of a villain. You know, if Superman is the villain of the first game, then maybe Batman is for this one. He is almost, it looks like he's working with Poison Ivy, Bane, and Harley Quinn, who we see in this trailer. Also, we have Darkseid and Brainiac in this game, which is just amazing, and it's really happy to see. It makes me almost think this trailer that Brainiac is the main villain of the game, not Darkseid, which is a little bit surprising. In terms of the story, once again, I did think that this trailer was a little bit too cryptic. I want to get out of somebody narrating. We don't even know who's narrating these trailers. This is like the second one. And maybe get to like a trailer that's actually scenes from the game, you know, like a Batman Arkham trailer, for instance, where you actually are seeing dialogue and footage from the game rather than these CGI shorts, which are amazing, and the music is so good that in some ways I could watch them forever. In other ways, they don't really tell us a lot about the game. I mean, again, there are lines that we can decipher and make deductions that are highly likely to come true, but in terms of people you know, really like crafting like what is the plot synopsis of this game, like it's very vague. The lines are redrawn, you know, people that were heroes or foes and stuff like that. I mean, I get they're fighting each other, it's Injustice, and I do love this universe. I love the take on the DC universe that the Injustice world has on it. Even so, as I said, you know, I look forward to actually figuring out what the game is about. I mean, it's very odd to me that we are only a few months away. Again, I think we can definitely look at it. It's Batman versus Superman again. You have Kara helping her cousin. Wonder Woman is seemingly on the side of Batman. But there's so many question marks. Like, what Earth are they on? Injustice very clearly and, you know, evidently portrays the multiverse. So there's a bad Superman, a good Superman. And there may be more than one. I mean, there's more than two Supermen, most likely, if they're really going into the... I mean, it's very complicated, and it's hard to deduce exactly what's going on. The big things is that Batman is a little bit darker for whatever reason. He's doing some nefarious things and letting Harley Quinn do some bad stuff. We have Bane confirmed for the game, who I could have done without, to be honest with you. You know, 3 of the 5 character reveals we got are Batman characters. Poison Ivy is one I'm very excited for. I'm sort of not happy that Swamp Thing at this point has been deconfirmed, pretty much. They're not going to have Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy the way I see it. They would play very similar, much like there's not going to be Captain Cold and Mr. Freeze, one or the other. I think there will be probably Captain Cold, but not Mr. Freeze. And, you know, I'm glad for that. I don't want to do Batman Overload. I mean, he is the best villains in the history of comic books, so put a lot of them in there. And that's clearly what they've done. But I don't want half the game to be Batman. You know, I want to start reaching into, you know, Starfire, Teen Titans characters, you know, maybe some Legion characters, put Mon-El in the game. It looks like we've, you know, got Supergirl, Superman, you know, stuff like that. I would like to see, you know, Superboy maybe even. So I would like to see some stuff like that, and you know, we've got a lot of Batman villains already. The Joker's probably going to be in the game. We have Harley Quinn, Bane, we have Poison Ivy, we have Robin. Okay, so at this point, I'm almost hoping that Nightwing isn't in the game. I know that's a very controversial thing. I would rather see Red Hood because we already saw Nightwing. You know, I would like to see Batgirl in the game as well. And again, they can throw Nightwing in there. I would like to see him. It's just an issue of space. There's only so many slots. And there are those 9 DLC slots that was announced today. There's going to be 9 DLC characters. Overall, once again, I did really, really enjoy the trailer. It's very, very well done and put together, but it still isn't like, it still doesn't really tell me in terms of the story, like what to look forward to and why I just cannot wait for May to come. Now, I can't wait for May to come because I can't wait to play the game against my friends, multiplayer online, making videos, stuff like that. But they don't quite have me insanely hyped for the story specifically. I'm hyped for the story because I know it's going to be good. I have a feeling it's going to be good anyhow. And I'm excited to play it for that reason. But, like, it's a very different experience from Batman Arkham. I was excited for that story because there was very specific things I knew was going to happen, like it being the conclusion to this certain arc and the Scarecrow and you know, again, the identity of the Arkham Knight and stuff like that, like things that I really wanted to know, and I just couldn't wait to play the game and figure out the answers to all these questions, like how does the trilogy end? With this game, my hype is a little bit distributed differently because I don't really know what to expect about the story. There's nothing they've shown me specifically that has me like, oh, I can't wait for that plot aspect, with the exception of Brainiac and all the things I mentioned in this video, like Supergirl and Superman teaming up against one another. But, you know, really in terms of plot details, they're a little bit slim to me. But again, I hope that we get like an actual story gameplay trailer. It's just 2.5 minutes where they actually just, you know, cut out gameplay from the story mode and show us that, because these narrators that we don't even know who they are. I think the first one was maybe Ra's al Ghul, but even then the voice sounded like Commissioner Gordon a little bit to me, and now this really sounds like Ra's al Ghul to me, the voice over it. And, you know, overall, it's really well shot. It's not shot, it's CGI, but you get the point. And just those scenes like Carr looking at Krypton exploding, it's very, very powerful. And, you know, so those are the things that you hope are present in the game. And the graphical redesign, I think, is going to really benefit this game in the long run. Injustice 1, I just replayed it recently. The graphics are not the best. In this game, though, they look really, really strong. And, you know, it really does get me excited. Like, maybe they could do an Injustice movie, something I would like to see. Overall, as I said, really love the trailer. Cannot wait to play the game in May. Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comment section below. I'll be making a video coming up here later about, like, the 3 different versions of the game, the Season Pass, what we can get from the Season Pass, how much it is, stuff like that, all that information. I'll be doing research and compiling that in a video for you guys. Okay, hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.